Ein Bein. Zayin Amud Beis by the Mishnah Ein Bein Yontif. So, Zog the Mishnah Chazara Zayin Amud Beis, starting with the Mishnah Ein Bein Yontif l'Shabbos. There's no difference between Yontif and Shabbos le'inyan melacha, specifically doing melacha. Ela oichel nefesh b'lvad. The only difference is oichel nefesh. Anything that's done for the preparation of food, cooking food, preparing food, is able to do is mutter to do on Yontif and not on Shabbos. But anything else you can't do. Anything else that you can't do on Shabbos cannot do on Yontif. Zok the Gemara. But regarding preparing preparations for implementation or equipment for Eichel Nefesh, Zev Zev Shavin. They're equal. Shabbos and Yontif are equal. That you can't sharpen the knife or build a grill to cook on. So the Gemara is trying to figure out who the Mishnah is like. So it says Masnisan, our Mishnah, the like Rabbi Yehuda, is not like Rabbi Yehuda, because we have the Tanya, we have a brisa, Ein Bein Yontif l'Shabbos el Eichel Nefesh. The Tanakama of that brisa says there's no difference between Yontif and Shabbos besides Eichel Nefesh. Rabbi Yehuda says he's Mata Af Machshiri Eichel Nefesh. So Rabbi Yehuda adds not just Eichel Nefesh but also Machshiri Eichel Nefesh. My time in the Tanakama, what's the reasoning of the Tanakama that says that Machshiri Eichel Nefesh is not permissible? On Makra, who? Who levada yeselchem? This itself, this you could do. So who v'loy machshirav? So the limit from whom, which would be an extra word, would be you could do for the food, but not for the equipment for the food. Rabbi Yehuda lechem. Rabbi Yehuda, what does he do with he learns lechem lechol tzarchechem, because it says who levada yeselchem. So the lechem is lechem for you and all your needs. So therefore you would include machshirav navish. V'idach nami and the other. Oh, Reb Simi, welcome. Haksiv lechem. Right, so what's the other Tana doing with the lechem? So he has two things he learns from lechem, v'loy la'oidei kachavim, lechem v'loy la'klavim. Lechem, and not for not yidden, for goyim, and lechem, not for dogs. V'idach nami, ha'ksiv hu. Ksiv hu, uksiv lechem. It says both. It says hu and it says lechem. Kan b'machshirin she'ev shel ha'soisa me'erev yontif. Right, so the differentiation is machshirin that you could do before yontif. So what's the difference between the yontif? So a knife that is not sharp before yontif, you could sharpen it before yontif. So that's not something you can do on yontif. But a knife that you were using to shaft and it got dull, so now you have to. You got pashratz, exactly. Right, the knife. So you have to go and sharpen it. Adkam Chazara. Now we're going to go weiter. Ein Bein. We're going through a bunch of Ein Bein Gemaras because we had the Mishnah Ein Bein. So at the same time they learned a bunch of Ein Beins. There's nothing between this and this. So we're just like listing all. A lot of these things don't have to do one with the other. Ein Bein Shabbos leYom Kippurim. There's no difference between Shabbos and Yom Kippur. Le'inyan specifically. Punishment. One of them, that when somebody's b'mezid, it's b'dei adam, and one of them is karas. So Shabbos obviously is b'dei adam, right? Shabbos is misa b'dei adam. It's a skila, right? And Yom Kippur is karas, right? So one of them is Shabbos, and one of them is Yom Kippur. So that's a real difference, because all the malacha you can't do on Shabbos, you also can't do on Yom Kippur. But the Inyan Einish specifically is one is B'dei Shemaim and one is Karas, which is not B'dei Shemaim. Karas is only B'dei Shemaim. Zok the Gemara, Inyan Tashlumen, but specifically the Inyan Tashlumen payments. What does it mean payments? That while as bebas achas, part of being over whatever malacha you are over on Yom Kippur, you also cause damage to a person. So like you would have to pay back the damage. Right? So when it comes to einish of doing malacha, there's a difference between Shabbos and Yom Kippur, but if at the same time you are mazik somebody else, so that would be the same. It wouldn't be a different pay of hezek, of damage. Money must listen. So who's our Mishnah like? So we want to say it's like Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana, the Tanya, because we have a brayso. Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana ha'yoisa es Yom HaKippurim k'Shabbos. He would make Yom Kippur like Shabbos. I guess it means that he had a kiddush every Yom Kippur, and he would, right? That's what it says. He made Yom Kippur like Shabbos l'tashlumin, specifically for tashlumin, for paying back somebody that you caused damage. Ma Shabbos mischayev benafsho upotem min hatashlumin. Just like Shabbos, you're mischayev benafsho. Your the Isser Charis is just like the Mises Bezdin. Right? Both of them you're mischayev benafsho, but over here you're mischayev benafsho for Bezdin Shalmata. Upotem min hatashlumin. Af Yom HaKippurim mischayev benafsho upotem min hatashlumin. Tanan Hasam, so we learned over there, Kol Chayave Krisis Shalaku, all Chayave, if a person is over something that the punishment would be Karas, Shalaku, Nifteru Midei Krisasa. Right? So it seems like there's a trick that right, you get Karas? Right? So if you also do something that you're over something that you would get Makis for, so the Makis would make that you're now not over Karas. What's the reason? Shenemar, right? So I know everybody here, like whoever learned the Makis will know this one. V'nikla achicha leinecha. Right? The pasuk about giving Makis says V'nikla achicha leinecha. What's the and he will be hit to your eyes, le'einecha, to your eyes, right? You learn Makis, right? Kivan shalaka, harehu ke'achicha, right? This is brought down a few times in Makis. Kivan shalaka, that once he gets shmas, once he gets that, he becomes achicha. When he becomes achicha, so he's not karas. So one is a contradiction. So once he gets Makis, then he doesn't need karas.
Clean slate.
Say what?
Clean slate.
Clean slate, yeah. Divrei Rabbi Chananya ben Gamliel. This is according to Rabbi Chananya ben Gamliel. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Chalukan alav Chaveira al Chananya al Rabbi Chananya ben Gamliel. Right? Rabbi Yochanan says that his friends argue with him, with Rabbi Chananya ben Gamliel. Amar Rava. So Rava said, Amri Bei Rav, they said in the house of Rav, the yeshiva of Rav, Tanina, a Mishnah, Ein ben Yom Kippurim l'Shabbos. There's no difference between Yom Kippur and Shabbos. El shezeh zidoini b'dei adam, zeh zidoini b'kares. Right? That one of them is b'dei shemayim and one of them is kares. Right? Obviously, Shabbos is skila. That's b'dei adam, and Yom Kippur is kares. Vim isa, aydi b'dei adam he. And you want to say that they're both b'dei adam because now you're saying that Makis could get rid of that. Amar Rav Nachman, Hamani, Rabbi Yitzchaki. Rabbi Nachman says, who is this that says that? It's Rabbi Yitzchak. The Amar, Malkus b'chayave krisis leka. There's no Makis where you have chayave krisis. The Tanya. Rabbi Yitzchak Omer, chayave krisis b'chlal hayu. V'lama yatzis karas, right? So chayavi krisis would be something that you would be able to cancel out by makas. V'lama yatzis karas, ba'chaysai, right? So there's different arayas that you would be chayav karas. Dafka it says ba'chaysai, like one of the arayas is. Be'achoisai is like, that's one of the people that you're not allowed to marry or have relations with, your sister. The Daina Bekaris, the Loy Bekaris. So I think, maybe the Rav can help out with that, but I think a lot of the rayas are not karas. I think specifically Achoisai comes out as karas, and a lot of, that's what the Gemara is saying, from what I understand. Right, so a lot of them are makas. So dafka achoisai is brought out chorus specifically for that one. V'loy b'makas. Rabbi Ashia Amar, Afilu Teim Rabbanon. Rabbi Ashia said, even some say that Rabbanon said, Zeh Iker Zidayni B'dei Adam, V'zeh Iker Zidayni B'karis. Right? So not just that it's
the difference between them.
Is that one is Karis and one is
By Bezdin. And one is by
One is
Karis and by the Shemar.
right.